Okay, it's MyTyme here. Welcome back. This is NHL Supercard, and this is going to be me recording a, should we say, run at the latest event, Endurance. Now, before we do, I am going to just show you that my qualifying is at 77 games played, 55 wins, 21 losses, because apart from the last 4 or 5 games, I have not used the assistant manager. I've just gone in manually refresh when I woke up, etc, etc, because this isn't going to be an easy one. There's a few people in there with quite good cards, so I haven't bothered to be quite, as we say, on top of the game. I just want to get through to the qualifying periods, get through there, get to knockout stages and see if I can get to the semis. So I'm not going to go into that. There's not too much to show, to be honest with you, at the moment. Excuse me. We're going to try and show you the endurance game. Now, bear in mind, my streak of 23 is not great. Okay, I know that for a fact. So what I'm going to show you will probably fail. It has failed before when I've been playing it, and when I first started it wasn't working. I couldn't get any streaks anyway. So this is what I've been using recently and been doing reasonably okay with, but I do think I need to tweak it. I think I know how to tweak it as well, and that would be to bring another, say, common or uncommon card out into the main lineup and take it from there to drop me down further in the ranks, or potentially bring 3 commons out here, make my goalie back into a pro, and I'll explain why once we're playing. But just to show you how to play very quickly, as I scroll through, if you want to read it you can. It's called Endurance because the idea is you're going to play multiple quick games in succession, back to back, no break, no respite, and as you use cards they'll use energies in, say, real life, and they'll become tired. The only way you can get their energy back is to energize them using energies that you pull off the board or that you purchase in the game. The bigger the win streak, you, should we say, start to build up and acquire, the more points you get. When you lose a game, that's it. The points you've acquired go into your overall points and you have to start again. So for example, if you only win 2 games in a row, you can get 5 less points than if you win 5 games in a row. So let's play, see what happens. Now with my formation, as you may have already seen, I plan to lose the goalie match every time, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm hoping goalie gets called up in the first match, ideally, and that's going to be an automatic loss. I use both my common cards there. Excuse me. Otherwise, I have to try and pick stats that I think will win. So in this situation, having focus is bad for me because it's my worst stats. I'm going to use a boost. I need to win this game. Okay, I have to win the first game. So win the first game, done. Goalie, doesn't matter what stats are. I throw this game away. Okay, I throw this away, hoping that the computer uses 2 of its better cards. Because like in a quick game, generally the computer's better cards come out in the first or second period. You know, so they leave their weaker cards towards the end if they can, depending obviously what's called. Now I just use 2 cards, and this should be a win, and game done. Okay, so I win the first game, 4-3. Doesn't matter if it's a shutout or not, as long as you win. So I get 1 point endurance, I get a streak of 1, and I've won 2 picks off the board. Okay. Once you click to go to the next thing, your next opponent comes up, round 2. You don't get a choice, you can't swap opponents, you can't change them, and you don't get to see what level they are. The idea is that they're all similar to you, they're kind of in your tier basically, and you'll see by the cards they've got. So, same thing happens again. As you notice, some of my cards that I have used, for example, is Brent Seabrook's down to 587 in stick handling now because he was used last time, whereas Brendan Gallagher, who wasn't used, is still at 850. So first match, stick handling, 850 is a good stat. It should beat most other epic cards, so I won't use a boost. Put him out there, hoping he wins. He wins, okay? So we win the first. Now I'm hoping the goalie's called again. How did he? No, stick handling again. So this time I'm going to use the boost. 722 isn't a bad base with the bonus. So I'm not going to put an energy on. Just going to use Marcus Johansson, take the risk, hopefully he wins. He does. Now I lose the last game. Now the reason why I don't use either of my 2 epic cards is because if I use them, they're going to use their energy, and I don't need to get the shutout. I don't need to win 6-0, 7-0, 5-0. So I save them. Okay, I keep their stats as high as I can at the moment, and I just constantly just throw away the goalie and the centre position in that situation. I will never energize those 2 cards unless I'm trying to save myself because I'm boxed in a very awkward situation, which you will see happen in the future. Okay, so there we go, streak up, 3 points earned. Next match, playmaking. Now, this is where the decision comes in. 728 with a boost of 12. 740, is that enough? Sometimes it is. It's 781 naturally, so I can put the boost on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the boost here. I'm going to try and win this game solo. I'm going to try and show you what I mean by making decisions. This is where your streaks are either going to build or going to come to a halt. Now, you can keep throwing energies if you want to, but there is a way to, obviously, if you don't want to spend the money on the energies, you're going to have to try and manage your way through, which is what I'm going to try and do here. So, it worked that time. We throw away here. Now, with my previous theory, stating that as the game goes on, the computer will have weaker cards remaining, I'm not going to use an energy. I'm going to go with my Brent Seabrook, being thinking 761's enough to win in focus, and it is. Okay? Bingo. So, we win that game. 3 points earned, streak of 3, 6 picks off the board, into the 4th round. See, no rest. You just keep going and going and going. Perfect. Get to use the goalie first. Take out 2 outfield players. Here you go. A nice fully levelled Doug Gilmore there. Now, I have to win this period. So, I'm going to use the stat because 2 of the better cards I think have been used. I don't think I need to level up or put any any energy onto my Brendan Gallagher. So, taking a risk here. That 740 or 738-ish will be enough, and yes, it would be. So, levels. And now for the last match, same theory again. I don't think that there are going to be good cards left. So I'm going to take the risk that 600, 650 and 560, 535-ish are going to be enough as a tag to beat the 2 that I'm coming up against. Yes, they will. And I win again. Okay. So, game 4. Victory. Plus 4 points. Current streak is 4. And total picks is 8. So I've got 1 point for winning the first game. I then got 2 points for winning the second game, which puts me on 3. 3 points for winning the third game, which puts me on 6. 4 points for winning the fourth game, which puts me on 10. Now, it goes up like that. The maximum points you can earn is 10. So once you get to that threshold, I think it's just 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 continuously. I'm not sure if you get any bonus for the actual streak itself on top. I'm not sure. If someone did know the whole point systems around, that'd be great. But I'm pretty sure it carries on like that up until it hits the plus 10, and that's the maximum. Now, perfect. Goalie first. Let's throw away these 2 cards. Hopefully get some good cards out. Yeah, not great. Not great. So, now my cards have taken a little bit more of a beating. So, stick handing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use an energy on my... Here's what's another good key, okay? Know your cards before you start. Know which cards are good in what. Now, you can tell by looking at the stats, because obviously the stat, which is still the highest, is the card's best stat. But I know that my Brendan Gallagher, for example, is 850 fully charged. I know next to him, Johansson, is 840. So, I'm going to put the energy on Gallagher, and I'm going to think 850 is enough to win the match. It is enough, okay? So now we're back to being... I've used 1 energy now, and we're back to being levels. Now I'm going to come and use my boost, because there's no need not to use the boost. And I'm going to see who's my best card left. Okay, so we've got 598 and 733. That should be enough to win a 3rd period against the computer, based on what's happened so far. So I'm not going to use an energy. It's against a single epic Alexander Burrows, and I win. Okay, so I've used 1 energy now. Now, if you notice, for this next match, my... Who is it? Brendan Gallagher is going to come back. See, 731. It's not the same as the 850 because obviously he's been used and he's obviously got a bit tired. But his stats are still better than the rest of the cards because he's just been energised. So, single match. Now, I need to win this, remember, because my goalie match is a loss. Guaranteed loss. So, focus and playmaking. My best focus card is there and on Brent Seabrook. And my best playmaking card is 781 on Dion Hanouf. So, overall... the only card I can play here really to try and win is Seabrook. I'm even going to use the bonus because I don't think 8, 15, 17, 56 are great to come up against somebody playmaking and skating, because obviously focus, personally, I think is the hardest stat to get high in the game for outfield players. There's not many with good focus that I've come across yet. So I'm going to use the boost. I have to win this. Period to have a chance. I do win it, which is good. Okay. Ideally, we get the goalie game now. So if you use another thing, no playmaking, and as a result, I am going to energize. I don't think 667s of. So here's the risk. The risk is, do I just put out? I hope 667 is enough with the boost being in position. This is the kind of risk that you make that kill streak. Because I'm doing video, I'm not going to take that risk yet. I'm going to do my best playmaking card, which is Hanouf. 11 to the max, 7, 8, 1, 6, 60, 70. I would have lost. Okay, good decision there to use my energy. Not enough cards. Only been one single solo card come out before, so I wasn't convinced that the computer wouldn't have a great card left behind, or like an epic pro anyway. So that was a good decision there. The streak carries on, so 6, and let's go through. Let's see if we can speed this up a bit. Now you get the kind of idea what I'm trying to do. Goalie game, dead. What have we got there? Gilmore and okay. Max stick handling playmaking. Shouldn't need a boost here, but I am going to boost because I have to win this one. Yep, and so far all the third quarters have been the easiest to win. So let's just pick my best 2 cards in this, or best card in this situation. Didn't really make too much difference. We win. Great. Good decision there again. Next game, up we come. Game 8, 2 outfield players. Okay, stick hand in playmaking. Right, I'm going to energize Gallagher, and I'm going to take a risk and say that Gallagher energized along with Seabrook will be enough. So energize just one of the 2 cards, because you haven't had enough energy left still to get me over the post comfortably. Lose this game, which is fine, perfect. Take up 2 good cards, good. See, single epic and a ultra pro, which means that I shouldn't have to do anything here. Stick handling should be fine. I could even throw in Dion Hanouf here and save this energy for another game, but I'm not going to be that blasé just in case I did mess up. But as you see, could have done that. So what you can do tactically, if you're trying to play for free or to try and not use as many energies as possible, is if you're confident like there in that last period that you can win with the cards you've got that are low in energy, use those cards to take the win and try and keep your other cards as energized as you can, because obviously you then the next round you just energize that one card rather than energizing both of them. But it's no horses for courses. If you don't mind using the energies and refilling them and keep going, then don't take the risk. But if you're trying to do it, should we say, a bit more pragmatically, then sometimes you have to take a risk in those situations and then just hope you haven't been sucker punched. Like here, it's just I made a mistake here. Sorry, this is my fault, and I'm gonna do this now because I don't want to lose. I should have energized Johansson because he's the better overall 2 stats. I just went straight for the stick handling. See, if I energize Johansson here, it was against Goalie, I'd hope that I wouldn't have lost. There's now going to be a reasonably good card probably come out because we haven't seen an outfield, so it's going to be Epic Pro most likely. That Gilmore, I've used a boost, which is going to be good for me, and I win. Okay, so I would have had to have energized anyway, because the first match was against the goalie, so there was no outfield players, and generally people in this tier are going to have Epic Pros outfield. So as it happened, I did have to energize both of them to guarantee myself the win, but I energized the wrong person first, so that could have been a waste on my behalf. This is good. Goalie's out you come. Take away 2 of those Epic Pros. Perfect. 2. Okay, focus and playmaking. Right, we are not going to use our hello boosts, and that should also mean for the last game we don't need to use you, we can use either of you, but we'll guarantee that one, and we go. Now bear in mind I started with I think 8 energies. I'm now going to round 11 and I've still got 2 left, so you can, but it's not like you have to use energies every game, okay? Gonna stress that there is thinking behind it, and you might look at me and what I'm doing and be like, you're an idiot doing this, you're an idiot doing this. This is bad. I have to use an energy here, and I just have to pray. Okay, I just have to pray that 815 is going to be at 750-ish. Good. It's not a pro. Thank you. Whew. See, that's the beauty of having the 2 goalies first. Having the 2 goalies first. Oh, sorry, my goalie and my centre. It gets rid of 1 or 2 of those better cards. So if a single match like that gets called up where it's, I'm not even going to use my slightly more power person and go with an underpower person because it'll be enough to win anyway. It means that if I do get like that focus called when I'm, or that playmaking where it's 781 at 815 is my best stat, it's got a better chance of winning. We're going through again, so two outfield playmaking, not good. Gonna have to use one against 2 outfield players as well. Sitting skating, I'm going to use the boost to take the risk. Okay, I was going to take this risk. The reason I'm not going to take it is I'm going to show what happens if you click by energy. Click by energy. For 15 credits, you get 1 energy. For 30 credits, 3. For 50 credits, 6. And for 90 credits, 12. So let's just say I get 90 credits and I got 12 energies back. So I can boost. Hello? Well, you should be able to boost. Oh, is he already max? Oh, he's already max. Sorry, idiot. I didn't mean to do that. It was already max. Who's that wanted to boost? Sorry. Next door. Okay, so use your boost. Get these 2 up to the max they can do. Pray I win. Good, thank you. Streak carries on. Hopefully. Win the game. Come back. Goalie good. And then I have a Max Johansson here, so I'm going to use my Seabrook for the next stat because the solo should be good enough against what's left. Okay, obviously if he was down to say maybe 500, then or low 500, I probably wouldn't have taken the risk with him just in case you have a card procs or anything like that. But anything above that should be good enough. So 2 skaters again. I can now use Hanuf and Johansson without the boost. There's no point using the energy. Use the boost to give him that extra kick. The first game's the hardest to win because it's going to be most likely against the best cards the computer has. Throw away, and then we just probably use Seabrook again unless it's down in stick handling. Oh, 507. Do I take this? No, we're not going to take the risk. We're going to keep the streak alive. I wasn't on camera. I'd have definitely just done that and thought, sod it, I'll start again if I lose. But I want to try and at least get, a little way up here. Okay, stick handling. So his stats are still basically good. So we will energize Gallagher 850. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. Whew. See, sometimes if you've got a situation that you just throw out your boost on the first game because you have to win it. But most of the time, 850 is going to be enough. But that was too close for comfort, to be honest with you. And then we just throw out whoever. I should use the boost as well, but keeping the boost don't matter. The boost refresh each match, as you've probably seen. So it's not if you use a boost, it's gone for the entire endurance. You will get your boost backs each match. So same idea again. Outfield player, stick handling. I can't. 850 is enough. I can't take that risk. I have to do the energy to make sure that I get through this C. If I didn't and I just put the stick handling boost in him, I would have lost. So I have to do that there. Sometimes you just, to keep it going, you just got to. One game again. One game could be against another pro. Any of these under-leveled ones could potentially lose. I have to use my best player in this situation. Gonna use the boost. Guarantee myself to get through pretty much. Okay, I could have got away with it, but I don't know that. I'm not going to take that risk at this moment. and then we can just throw away these 2 cards again, carry on. Now obviously this video is going on longer than I'd anticipated because I didn't know how long this streak was going to go for. I don't really want to use a boost. See, I have to use more boost when this goalie match isn't called up first away. When the goalie's called up first away, I don't really use the energy, don't really worry about the boost. It's perfect. Having a single skater constantly coming up first is bad for business because there's a very good chance the best card's going to come. So I have to now put out the best card I can if I want to try and preserve my streak. And again here, if I didn't do that and I didn't use the boost, I'd have lost. So you sometimes just don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Not with the strategy I'm adopting anyway. As I said, there could be a better strategy out there. 2 skaters. I'm not going to use you because you're better stated overall. You 2 should be fine. Yeah. So if I change my way around and I only used 3 cards, and the idea would be to lose the first game, whatever. So say if I had a goalie and 2 outfield players as common, the theory would be that I throw away like this if it's a goal in the field. If it's 2 outfield players called, I go for the win. If it's a single outfield player called, I throw away and then go for the win later on. So I try and win one solo outfield and the 2 solo match outfield. Well, basically, sorry, the theory is whatever the first game is, I lose, pretty much, okay? But the problem with that one is if the goalie has to be a pro, because if the goalie's called at the end and I've thrown away in the first match or 2, then I'm knackered. So, 2 skaters, okay. Yeah, so that's why I didn't go for that option at the moment. I think it would still work. It'd just be different. I mean, alternatively, I keep the goalie as a common, put another outfield player as a common, and then I just try and win every game, the 2 quarters, which are outfield players with the 3 I've got. One will be a single, one will be a double. I might try that afterwards, see how it goes, mix them around. I haven't tried them yet, so this is the first one I've actually come and tried using the 2 commons like this that I've managed to get a win in, or get a winning situation out of. So here, do I be greedy? We've just had 2 cards come out. What I'll do is I'll energize 1 card and not energize the other, because that should be more than enough. Yep, didn't have to energize both, but just for the sake of being right. And here again, see, when he would have lost, if you haven't got at least about 550 in the stat, I don't think you want to risk the card in the last period just in case, like there. Round 19, focus stick handling. So we will. Don't know if none of these guys have got enough, so I'm going to use 2 here. If either of them have more stats, as in like they were in their 600, 660s, or something, I'd have taken the risk and put only use 1 energy. But to be in the low, mid 500s, low 500s, nah, it's not worth it for the sake of that extra energy at the moment. I'm going through to try and beat the 23 streak. Now I've got this far. If I'd have gone out at like 12, 13 round, I wouldn't have worried so much. But now I've got here, I might as well try and beat that 23 streak. Okay, so good start, 279 focus now. So I could get greedy. 651 should be enough to do that. This is where the streak ends. This is where the streak ends against a goalie. It should be enough. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Okay, we got it. Whew. Oh, I thought that was a team match. To be honest, I'm glad I didn't just click on Dion for any reason. First of all, in the tag team, Okay, so pushing it a little bit, pushing it. 23 coming up, 2 outfield skaters, playmaking. Ooh, is 722 going to be enough with a 781? Have to go to 781, boost it. Goalie, yeah, because there's a goalie now, I'm going to take this risk that it is going to be enough. And decision there, decision, okay. Look at all the information you've got at your disposal. 541. Not taking it, not taking a risk. Notice goalie was only an ultra rare pro, and I said sometimes they got 2 epic pros just in case. Obviously you can get lucky, it could have been wrong, it could have just been another ultra rare pro, but good decision there, otherwise I would have lost. So decision making seems to be key in this. You know, sometimes you're just better off not to push your luck. You're better off just to go with what you know. Oh, sugar, that is tight. Whew. That was close. I couldn't compare the stats quick enough. I knew it was close. But yeah, sometimes you just best not to be too blasé and to just, if it's working, work. Now the bad news is that some of you guys will see this and think, oh, all I've got to do is do that and they're going to win. It's not, okay? It doesn't always work like this, I can promise you. And you're going to make enough decisions along the way that make you kick yourself, or want to kick yourself at least, in the nuts. Here I could probably get away without an energy, but you know what? I'm not going to, because there's no need to take the risks. I could have got away. If I wasn't on camera, I probably would have taken that risk there, because deep down from all the experiences, all the matches you're playing, you kind of know if you need to or not, or you get an idea if you should need to or shouldn't need to. There, probably could have got away with it, but I just want to try and beat that streak, which we've done. So take the risk there, and now, I don't know if I should be stopping this recording or not and coming back at the end. Probably will actually do that, because you guys might get fed up of watching this. We'll just play his last game, and okay, we're gonna definitely go. Should we let the streak come to an end? A natural death? No. No natural death. I would have got away with it as well. Damn it. I wasn't on stream. Yeah, okay. So, try and save some energies. Let's see. Focus and playmaking. I'm going to take you here and won't energize you. No, I don't need to. Lose the last match. So, what I'm going to do now the streak is done, I don't know how long it's going to go on for. I'm going to segue out, and we'll come back at the end of it and show you what happens after you lose the game. Okay, so wish me luck. I'll see you all soon. Okay, so I'm back at the end of the streak with myself fully to blame, because I didn't know how long it was going to go on for. Kind of started taking some stupid risks and it came back and bit me in the butt. Well, we got to 36, okay, so 315 points from that streak added to my total points, 835 to go up to rank 121. So yep, once you got past that plus 10, it was only plus 10 each time. I'm not sure about the bonus. By the looks of it, given 36 matches at 10 points plus 10 a time, that should be 360. So obviously it looks like once you got plus 1 plus 2, there is no other bonus. So you get plus 1 for winning 1 game, you get 2 added onto your score for winning 2 games, which puts you on 3 points. 3 added on for winning a 3rd game, which puts you on 6 points, all the way up until you get 10 added onto your score, and then it's just 10 each time. So as long as you can build streaks of 10, losing after that doesn't actually matter. Okay, I'm saying that now. I could be wrong, Obviously, in terms of building your points, you're going to want to keep the 10s because plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10 is obviously better than starting again. But once you hit the 10th game, that's the maximum bonus you can get. From that point on, it's just plus 10 every match. And obviously, plus 10 every match is better than starting over. But don't think that if you get to certain milestones, well, maybe if you get to milestones like 50, 100, there is a bonus. I haven't got that yet. And the points don't seem to suggest it so far, but there we go. You come out and you got picks. Now you see here I've got 150 picks. Now 150 picks is the cap, okay? And I know this because I had 132 before this, and I should have got a load more. So I've lost a load of picks. The maximum number of picks you can store is 150. Is exactly the same as the maximum number of cards you can have, okay? So they've changed it a bit from before. It was about 50 odd was the maximum, just over 50. You can store up to the number of cards you can hold, which is 150 total, okay? Anything above that will just be, should we say, lost, okay? So you lose the ability to get those picks back. Now, what I've done is saved them up, and what I would suggest to you guys, if you're going to adopt this kind of strategy or similar strategy, is to come out the game and then go back into the game and play a quick game mode in your top tier. So if that should be, for example, legendary or star tier or whatever tier you're in, and play a game, and after that take your picks, because I'm not 100% sure if you pick from this board, because it says Epic Plus Plus and that's what you've been playing, if your best pick will be an epic card. So top tier reset would be epic, and some events they allow you to, you know, for example the road to the cup, you'll get your picks based on your exhibition deck tier, and because your exhibition deck for this is an Epic Plus Plus, I'm pretty sure you're going to get epic as the best card you can pick. So I want to come out, go in, change my quick game, make it legendary, play one match, win, lose, doesn't matter, come out and take all my picks, okay? So I recommend you guys doing the same thing. So that's going to be me at the end of this video. I know it's been a bit longer. Hope it's been informative for you. Hope maybe gives you an idea of what you can do if you've been struggling to get some wins to help you move up that leaderboard. Hope you're not going to overtake me though. I really appreciate if you stay below me, because I might. I'm not too sure if it's been Valentine's weekend. Don't think I'm able to really attack too hard. I should hopefully be able to keep myself somewhere around, at least getting a Legendary Pro, and maybe even we'll get to progress into getting a star card. I don't know. I might try and drop out of that and actually just come into the Legendary Pro if I don't think I can remain in the top 100. But anyway, that's for another day. Thank you very much for watching. Hope it's been useful. I've been MyTyme, and I'll see you all soon.